Hello and welcome back to the fourth and final part of our casino SOVL run. We're all in, we're in the final stretch here in Act 3, not really much else to do. So the next thing we do of course will be the elite battle, but just before that, at this stage you can get a bit clever and you can start counting, or counting cards, or in this case counting XP, so the amount you have and how much you potentially could use to level up again. So we'll get one for free here. If we're forced this way, I mean in theory we could get 0 by going there and there, or 2, maybe 3 if this is a random battle, so at most 2, or like 1 minimum. So we have a look. The character will get it on anyway, don't worry, Ace is fine. Triceratops won't level up regardless because we can't possibly generate enough. Everyone on 2 gets it and doesn't have to worry. The ones on 0 won't get there, so okay, there's no one on 1. It's all 0 and 2, so we don't have to consider it too much. While I'm here, I kind of thought about what the names we could do. Well, we've got Ace on top of our Triceratops, and who helped Ace throughout the film? What was the entire point? You only exist out here because of me. Don't ever forget that. Yeah, it makes sense, doesn't it? There's Nicky Santoro. And for the horses, I kind of thought about that. I'm going to call them the Orioles. So if the Oriole was a very famous racehorse in the UK, I'm going to look them up and see what I'm talking about. Otherwise, we'll do a little bit of rearranging here. That's as tight as you can get. You're stretched already. You're fine. You could do a bit more damage by doing that, and everyone else is all right. How do I really want to do this? Well, after this we have a battle or random event, and then it's going to be a shop. So if it's the battle you want a bit of strength, I think we're okay. And then after that one we can prioritize healing, because we're just going to need manpower for the final boss. So Dagrick, okay. So we're off to the races. Going to be a lot of horses. Well, the last one was Maleficar, wasn't it? It was also a bunch of horses. Well, ideally we'll have Ace just squash them, so I'll try and put you in front here and kill everything in front of us. I could have you come this way and have you just wipe out this flank and everything on it. Slowly but surely you'll kill everything in this direction. Place that way and murder them all. That leaves us all over here to try and deal with this side. Squeeze into there. You can run around the side as well. And then you two sort of to get, well, maybe I'll split you apart because you're my powerhouses. Do they both have banners of swiftness? Yes. You run up the middle and flee and maybe distract something, and then you just sort of chill out behind. There's not much for you to do. So if you can kindly kill all of that for me, that would be great. We'll handle the rest. I'm not going to be able to really countercharge anything, so if you just want to move to there. Actually, let's wait, because I think if I get to shoot with you, you could in theory... just boldly strolled forward. There we go. He does double damage, of course. Anyone you get through would be an instantly dead horse, but never mind. Just make sure we don't get flanked by twisting a bit. I think that's okay. Shouldn't get behind me there. You're going the wrong way. Great. Come this way, please. I'll stall with the unit to the back, because I'm not going to do anything. They do have a ranged unit to be somewhat concerned with. There's naught I can do about the mortar until this stuff comes forward, and maybe I can slip by. And then you wait as well. Yep, it's a dead unit of knights. Well, this unit's just given me a flank with that unit if I want it. Assuming I can get there without being caught by the pesky light cav. Yes, I can. So I can clearly see them, and they're out of range. Say that as if that unit couldn't, in theory, just rush up here and stop us. Where are you going to go is a question. Don't worry about that one, so I'll just put you up here. I guess the hope with you is later you might be able to get onto that one. These two, the mortar's going to mortar someone, probably the dogs. If they reduce the number, I can slip them through there. That's not terrible. If you charge this, then I could flank you with the horses later, so just come up here a bit. They do wind up there, we would have thought so. So, all depends on who charges first. If I go first, they can't stop me, but if they go first, it's a bit of a nuisance. Who would I then want to take the charge with those? Really, anyone would do. The 2 units left. I guess I could put the dogs here intentionally to draw out a bad, to make sure they charge me and not someone else. And then if they try and charge, they'll just get stuck there, and I should be able to counter them with the knights next turn. I'd rather they do something else though. Have you come this way instead. You should be pinned, so I'm just going to ignore you for now. Does what you would think. That leaves you with not a lot to do. Start coming up here in case it could be useful. Oh yeah, I'm getting watering my poor dogs. Ouch, because basically the whole unit. Me first. Good, I can do this before they can stop me. Gotcha. Yeah, you can systematically kill your way through the line. They count as a closer... Really? That's a closer target? That's ridiculous. I strongly disagree. There's no way that's a shorter line than that one. I guess I could flee them, draw them out, and then have you deal with it. The problem is I can't reach necessarily with... If I stood there and took it, what would happen? They'd be power... Well, they're only power 4, so I still get a 2-up save. I lose all my bonuses from charging, which is a shame, but I think I could just beat them anyway. So no, we'll leave it. Flank those, which is funny, I guess. Yeah, you get a counter charge there, and then you could go in and hit them. So they'll be kind of in the middle. If you want to rush by and get the Griffin stuck in combat, that's okay. There's nothing else for anyone to do. It's always a bit of a mess, this cavalry army, because it's quite fast. Just throwing them in because they might get... Yeah, it's easy for them to hit them later. Just leaves these two, which unfortunately are going to hit my Devil Spawn. All I could do about that... Do I want to use this now? No, let's save it for this one. Do have a banner of not being shot, but even then they still hold 6s. What on earth do I do with you? Do this. Might as well. We're going to get mortared now. I should have hit them, really. Maybe I still can. Get them out of the mortar's way. Again, safety from the mortar. I'm not fussed about any of that. But if that dies, you can then start killing these, so just ignore everything else. Yeah, it's going to divine favour yourself against one hound. Very impressive. So if we assume they win, which they're almost certain to do, we should probably come over here. My Devil Spawn are kind of getting in my own way now. It's going to take me a while to navigate around. I'd love to just... Well, actually, I'm allowed to twist through them, aren't I? Yes, but I can't move through them. I can't get to where I need to be, which is on this side. Maybe later. I can... No, I can't. I'm trying to get an angle on charging this, but it's not happening. I have, however, given myself a perfect opportunity to be mortared. And you are... I don't know, maybe they'll hold on and could be flanked. As well. Ace squashes some horses, yep. 2s and 6s, all 5 wounds. And then you do double wounds for everything you hit, so another 2. Yeah, I don't think the hounds will win. Oh, they rolled terribly, we did it great. Never mind, I'm completely wrong. I would be impressed if you somehow survive this. Hey, you do a wound to the Griffin, well done. And then you die instantly. Over here, this is interesting. So I'm still getting a 2-up save. I rolled 2 ones, unfortunate. I've got equal skill, but I've got good power. So I win. We won pretty much every combat we thought we would. I could flee the hounds and get them out of the way. Going to result in them being mortared again. I'm just trying to stop the spawn from taking wounds. It's not really possible, it seems. Flank that one. Are the horsemen going to be doing anything else more useful? Probably not. Let's flee here and then kill them with the spawn. Perfect. Rear charge with the Devil Spawn in the second. You know, however many of them are left after this shot. No ones. Thank you kindly. If I'm like, maybe I could just shove this unit forward. No, it's not going to work. I was going to get them up there to get the mortar to target you, but you're going to end up being the target no matter what. It's close. So just punt it down. Them in a second. Okay, well, you want to give the biggest unit a free flank. I don't mind. Stop here, take a shot, try and pick those off. On left, and then turn around and rear charge those ones. Divine favouring that unit, I don't care. Fair standard. Here we go. So is that with that? Oh wait, how did you turn around? Okay, well there's an easy solution for that. I'll definitely kill you. Just send all the berserker units into them. You're gonna probably want to just kite here for a bit. In fact, with your banner of swiftness, I think this unit can reach them. Yes, they can. That's that one dealt with. They rally. I'll deal with those later. You come up this way. Can't believe how much damage I've taken to that blasted mortar. Yeah, yeah, we do fine even with their radiant shield. Just put you in a bad position now, but never mind. Kill that one. Oh, they can see me. Oh, I know why. I got pushed off the edge because I was too close, and then they could draw line of sight, so they get to charge me. Makes no difference whatsoever because I get the same save. You may as well counter, or I could flee and get you into a better position. 5 like Cav. I mean, I'm slightly better. I mean, not really, because once I'll go power 4, defense 4, they'll be power 4, defense 3. I guess I have a slightly better wounding roll, so I will actually outclass them just. All three devil, all on reds. Let's see if they can get through this. They're still using abilities and stuff. Do that now. Might as well kill them all. That's a slightly awkward position. That's also just cheating. You're inside an enemy unit. Mortar can't do anything. They failed to rally. Can you escape? No. So I guess we'll just move there and flee later. Just run off the field. They hit averagely. We save kind of okay. Yeah, we just win. We are slightly better than they are. How is this going to pair out? I hope I kind of pop through so I can then kill the mortar. They hit amazingly well, and I roll 4 1s, so I actually lose the combat. Terrible for them. There you go. We should have bet on red. Speaking of which, oh great, you lost one to the wizard. Embarrassing. They instantly killed the griffin on their own. The dancers were moral support. Over here, won't be hard. Hits all 3 times. Just all 8 wounds. Kills half the unit itself. Triceratops gets 1 more. You lose by a whole bunch. Get off the field. No, they're all just clinging on annoyingly, slowing things down a bit. Because you failed to break that unit, you're now going to get charged. Oh good, you go straight to the mortar. Thank you. You're going to flee here, because I think I can get someone around to catch this. Maybe not this turn. They rally, you can kill those next. If you kindly want to come over here, shoot those first. Probably recharge into those because I don't fancy our chances. There you go, I'm in a position to do either or. So they rallied first, good. Can I get anyone over there to fight this unit? Probably not. Just come this way. Rolling ones, guys. Good human elite knight discipline, keeping them all. Look at these tiny cavalry units all running around. What a headache. More artillery, at least. Who do you want to hit? 2 3s. Well, if I ignore them, they'll come charge me. Honestly, if they do, I don't care. Because I'm just going to end up killing them the next turn anyway. I'm going to turn and shoot. They hit amazingly well. I roll pants. And I get a whole bunch of damage. Exchange, I guess it gives me the flank here. Would you come? That's not much of a hassle. I've got 2 units left, which are these 2. Kind of hoping to see where they go first. So there, good, okay. I'll just kind of get you out of the way. These are all melee, so I can just out-position them. Wipe them out. 5 of 5 hits. 5. Oh no, you rolled double 6. You made me a liar. You'll probably run away just due to morale loss. The 1 wound knight. Go immediately kill him as well. Take care of that. They're routing this turn, so this is just an exercise in not taking damage. Would I rather these 3 shoot me or the 1 knight get to punch me? I'd rather I take the battle there and everything else is good. Ace and Nikki here would just clean up the whole field on their own, but we didn't bother. Gotta know when to walk away. So Dagrick dies instantly. There's nothing back. Oh well. Over here, do I lose an extra horseman? No. So bizarrely, the strength of the army is causing me to maybe play it in a slightly lazy fashion than the number of wounds we took. 8, gotta fix these units. These two are crucial. But of course we get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 levels, so I hope you like the sound of rolling dice. So ace leveled just before the end. There's only one we would care about, so we've only got a 1 in 3 chance of getting something decent. See what we do. 2. There you go. Enjoy your extra wound. I guess if there are a bunch of duels in the last battle, we can survive. It's not terrible. The Axeman leveled up. Not discipline, please. I mean, you just want the demonic gift, but we can't guarantee it, so try your best. 5. There, we got there at last. So what would we want? Skills, okay. Powers. Get you up to 6 on the charge, which is good. Defense is great. And then attacks and wounds are always outstanding. So the best, terrible, sort of middling, kind of okay-ish. There you go. There you go. Extra harder unit of Axeman. Fine. The lax leveled. Those are all pretty good. I'm going to struggle to actually make use of the +5 size because I get like 2 guys back at heal, and I'm missing so many of them now. So yeah, that one would be amazing, and skill 5 for combat would be amazing. So let's see what we get. 3 extra skill. Fine. Just have to patch them up the old-fashioned way. Whispering Blades. I'm not that fussed really. 4 middle one. Okay, unfortunate. Enjoy your discipline. Greyhounds. Size, I suppose, is what you'd be after. And that's what you get for a 3. Axeman. Down here. There you go. Skill, surely. I mean, horseman. 4, which is the skill. Great. Okay, now heals-wise. You're obviously not a usable unit of 1. Do I think I can get through one more elite battle with you being basically 0 strength? Definitely want to heal these. 3 at a time. Give me strength. It'll take forever. You're okay. You're okay. You need to start spam healing. Dancers will be okay at that size. These down here, you're obviously not good enough. So these, I'm contemplating just taking a bunch of gold because it will help me spam upgrades later. Will I need them? I'll buy 1 unit and then have enough cash to basically get all the upgrades I pretty much want. I think so. Does that really help me? I mean, I could take that last battle with just the 1 and then use them as utility pieces and not actual damage dealers. I think I can do it. I've got enough strength for it, so yeah, let's be greedy. I bet it all on not needing too much hound strength. Slightly reshuffle units again. Oh good, they're exactly where they started. Brilliant. Everyone else is okay. So up or down? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 4, 5, 6. It's a 5. So this one, the random event. Siege Workshop. Well, I think I'm required to take a unit here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm not particularly interested in the bolt thrower, so I hope that one doesn't come up. 6, of course it does. I shouldn't have opened my mouth, should I? Enjoy it. Hello, bolt thrower. Get a level, which is nice. Almost none of those are particularly useful. I mean, Goblin Greed is just a flat better version of Looter, but I don't think there's going to be any battles between us and the final boss, so we'll never get to use it. And then Backstabbers is re-rolling attacks. It's an artillery piece. It quite literally can't charge. So get ready for the most redundant roll we've had in the campaign. 3, hooray, Looter. There you go. Okay, and then we get the shop. We can buy any of these units. I'm kind of hoping it's not the... If you had your choice, it'd be a no-brainer. Give me the cheapest chips Archdevil. It's just so much better than everything else here. But we don't have a choice. This would be annoying because it cost me so much gold and I'd like it for upgrades. I'd say that there's not a huge number of things I need, so it wouldn't be terrible. So, yeah, just not the base horseman, if you'd be kind. I'm going to really warm up the dice on this one. Here we go. 1. Okay, this is the most expensive one. Hello, Sorcerer. Another unit. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 3. The middle one. Okay, that's pretty good. Demonic Gift. More power. There you go, they hit hard. Leaves me with 1, 6, 5. I don't... That would be nice for damage output. Maybe that... So he definitely doesn't die. Let's do some upgrades for the little units though first, because they kind of need more help. You want the Banner of Swiftness to be useful. Do you want Javelins? It's really expensive. I'd rather do melee things first. Fury, so you can actually hit things properly when you charge. That just leaves 80, which is enough for something up here probably. What is your defensive properties right now? 5 and 4. So the only threat to Ace, really, is if he fights too many characters in a row and ends up getting chipped away. So if it's inversed, but I think he can kill anything he comes up against in a single round with his attack power as it is. So I think Vitality would actually be a better option here than that, because that means he's tough enough such that I'm extremely happy no one's ever going to be able to stop him, and he's already hard-hitting enough. So let's go with the defensive option. There we go. Right. And for the last one, well, I know what I desperately want to do here. I'd much rather be... This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or 6. Give me 4, 5, or 6, I beg of you. I'm going to need I need an opportunity to heal my guys. Come on, 4, 5, 6. Oh, it's a 6. It rolled off a 2. It was a 2, and then it rolled into a 6. We got so lucky. I can't display that on the screen. Maybe I'll try and... If I had a way, I'd pop the 2 up and then cancel it with a 6. But that's what I saw, but we got what we wanted. Good, so... XP-wise, no one is going to level, even if I take all the XP, so we can just spam heal on everyone to try and get decent unit sizes. And these are all maxed out anyway, so take your worthless 1 point of XP. Great, I think we actually came out with some decent strength there. Sorry, I missed you down there. New crossbow unit, so this is what we look like now. That's more like it. Let's try and reposition some guys. Spawn can obviously stretch quite a bit. There you go, to get their max attacks. Would have loved even more of them, but 13 to 15 is not bad. You're as far as you can go. Warriors, you don't need to be that tight. Perfect for you. Dancers could also do more damage. Hounds, out you come. Cassius's canines, the greyhounds, I don't care. And then you're already well. Horsemen, I'm realizing, are kind of chaff cavalry. They're not great stat-wise, but you can get a load of them quite quickly. And then Vesper here to help us out. Okay, right, that's what we're going to be taking into the final boss. Weird, eclectic goblins, wood elves, and chaos. Okay, that's what you want. Oh, the weird world of random chance. Well, so there's going to be... This is annoyingly the one where you're paying a baddie army. You get the one that has a lot of shooting, so I'm going to be shot at a lot. If I can just trust a flank to you, if you can just come up here... One of these sides is going to have a bunch of monsters on it, and I'd love for you just to kill them all. So if you just take control of this flank and annihilate everything. You could probably come up here and just kill everything in your way. Maybe if I'm clever, I can use one of the hounds to flee and get them out of position. And then I can flank a big nasty unit with the spawn. Infantry sort of in the middle. There's my big line holder there, the warriors, so I don't collapse. I've got too many units, I can't fit them all. Guess I have to share the flank over here with someone. Do that unit then. Just go charge something. You can be here because you can shoot over that without being worried. What am I going to do with these two? Not a whole lot, honestly. I'm kind of running out of space. Need to be able to move forward there. A lot of infantry. Here and... What is that? That achieves nothing. That's silly. I guess I should just chill out behind and wait for something convenient to come up. Annoyingly, the dragons and monsters are all on that side. You were in the wrong end. Shame. If he was over there, you could just clean all of those. So I say giving him more durability is key, because he'd fight 3 lords in a row. But I can't do that. Oh, they come. Just let them march towards me. Right, well, I guess I could have you fight the tree ant then. Start bolt throwing it. Yeah, it's quite... Defense 7, so even this thing struggles to wound it. You've deployed in terrain, you cheat. Because of that, you got to assassinate 2 of my poor spawn. Well, I think you can just instant kill the dragon where you're so inclined, so I'm going to make you do so. Should I just walk forward? I think I'm so strong at this point, I can just use my army to crush their army. You're going to fight that one. Well, if you're going to come forward, don't want these to fight the Triceratops because they have pathetic damage output. It's going to save on 2+ and just ignore me. So instead I'll have you come forward. Like here-ish, and eventually you'll get onto the dryads. Right, that did what I thought it would do. It's still frontal arc, so we're still okay. I don't want to fight you with that, so let's just back off. Tyrannosaur, maybe I can flank you with one of these units. Try it. The dragon's probably going to stop me, but it's worth a go. Like that, I need to go even further. Escape there. I don't think I can get around the T-Rex. I can quite easily. I don't know why I was struggling so much. Say that I only just barely made it, but barely is good enough. They're being shot by a unit that can't be hurt. Good decision. How are we going to do this now? Start shadow bolting something. Roll ones. I don't know. You'll charge here, so you'll kind of get out the way, so you can kind of move up to here and then slot around the side of one of these, maybe? Here you come. Good to know. Can I can't quite flank you the way I'd want to. I guess I could put you into this unit and just have you kill it, and then have the horseman go over here for this one. I don't need to get that close, realistically. You go there, and then the horseman can go that way. I'd actually prefer you shoot that. Incredibly unlikely to do damage, but far more valuable to take wounds off that than these. Worth a try. Don't care about those. And you come this way. You're obviously going to be in line of sight of the horseman, but I think as long as I charge them with the Triceratops first, I've got them pinned. Yeah, we're going to get maged and firebolt here. I kind of thought they would. That make me smaller so I can get by easier. Oh, I didn't reach the rangers, and now I can't even hit them. Fine, I hope you enjoy. But if you do this, you start coming this way because I'll need more strength on this side. Not so far you can get charged immediately though. Just make sure I do this first is the important bit for me. Good, there you go. Now they can't stop me. Everything else is exactly what you think it would be. You do that, you do that, you do that. And you're going to have to take that on. You'll lose, I'm afraid, but worth a go. Well, I am power 6 on the charge. Annoyingly, it has radiant shield, so it's probably going to save itself. You flank that as planned. Don't think that'll go well for you, but I might as well start working this thing down somehow. The Axeman's turn to be shot by the annoying rangers. The faster I can get onto them and get rid of them, the better. But not right now. Use all your party tricks immediately. You don't want to get stuck in combats unnecessarily. Oh good, you can flank them if you win. I say that. Do I want to be greedy and use it here? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. 17 attacks hitting on... Hey, it's skill 6 matters here because I hit on 3s. 3s re-rolling. Well, if it was 18, it would be 12, 16, so 15.66 hits or something like that. And then we're power 7? Yes, because 5 base. And then... No, it's only 6 maybe. Great weapon gives... No, the great weapon will give us one on charge 6, and then banner if you would give us one on charge 7. So where they'll get a 5-up save. I mean, it should just die outright, but I don't want to be stuck here again, so just kill the dragon. I think it's got 1 more wound of the Tyrannosaur, so yeah, you'd want... And they use Divine Favour, of course, so... Oh, rather, Wild Form, other one. It's that one that's going to Divine Favour. Here, you might as well try and soften up the Triceratops. Nope. Okay, you're in trouble. Do that now as well. 3 attacks each isn't bad. But you're only power 4, which sadly means it still gets a 2-up save. You're kind of through their middle line there, which is nice. So how do I deal... Do you want to use this now? Yeah, Lancers are kind of annoying. I'd rather just get rid of them. I'll definitely break you this turn, have you run away. Okay. These have all moved. Guess I could... Who do I want to flank this? Honestly, none of these... They're all pretty bad at dealing with this. Just shooting at it with this and this over and over again is my best bet. You've moved. So if I'm lucky, you can come up here and flank him. Now he's got too much range on me. So I can obviously do that and see him, but then I won't be able to pull off the... Quite got the movement for this, I'm afraid. Dog's too slow. That means you're going to get this one and then this one in succession. I suppose it's not terrible. I'll just send the dogs around the side. I suspect you will lose that one, so then you can then go straight in after and overpower the dragon with sheer canine force. I'll trust you to clean all this up. You are annoying. I guess you're going to get flanked and hit by this in a second anyway, so don't worry about that. You could hide in there if you wanted, I guess. Why not? Still no damage yet. You're in trouble, we know. Just get away. You can't fight that. Yes, they are going to Radiant Shield themselves. Oh, you. This is going to get flanked, so... Power 5, you could actually be useful at killing this, and well, no one else can, so come this way. Swap these two around. Here we go. So the Druid gets one, and then one. Windclaw here. Hits amazingly well and gets another 4. That's annoying, but we do 20 hits. We do 13 wounds, killing it instantly. I keep my front rank, which is nice. I do my maximum number of attacks for the Tyrannosaur. Here, yeah, 8 of 8 hits, and then 6s, 8 wounds. Great. Nikki doesn't contribute a whole lot, much as he did in the film. Frustratingly, because of their high discipline and getting a bunch of wounds, I am stuck here for a turn. Maybe I can break them next turn. Here, 3-up save, not too bad. Lots of attacks, 3 attacks now. Dark Gift and Curse Standard. Yeah, we just mulched the unit. Is their middle line broken? I don't hold out much hope for you, Hounds. The Lord does nothing, and you lose 3 to the Dragon. You would have won were it not for the reroll, so it's a draw. Yeah, 2s, yeah, unfortunate. If I had one more, if I had a Banner of Few, it'd be 1, 2, 3, would have done 5 wounds. Instead, we drew combat with it. I'm going to take on the big beast. You're stuck. I can't really... You want to do that one. Can't help on that side yet. Frustratingly, they pick the best possible target. I do have 2 wounds, so it won't be as bad as it usually would be. And then pass, because that's basically all of their shooting. They're still back there, but they've got no target. Yeah, okay. You're in trouble subsequently. I might... Can I get you forward to... Not really. It's not going to let me position there, is it? They've boxed me in here. I was going to do that just to stop them from charging you. I might still do it if I declare that charge first. I can prevent them from being a hassle. Oh, there we go. That'll be Saurian Warlord there, upping everyone's strength. Keep trying with the Triceratops. Eventually you'll roll a save. I'm going to have you face the big beast or head on, please. Another Divine Favour. Fine. That's what I could do. I'd like to hedge my bets a bit here. I could get close enough to immediately go fight that, but it's contingent upon them still being alive, which is somewhat unlikely, I'm afraid. All I do is I'm going to let the archers basically live for a turn. Do this, so I can choose between either flank charging that and killing it, or going into the dragon again and finishing it off. The rally. You. That's going to fight that. That's going to fight that. You're presumably going to break them, which allows you through. So you want to come this way, I suspect, with all the stuff they have on that side. 2's rerolling. All the hits. 5's rerolling. 4 dead. 4 wounds rather. Oh, here you go. That's great. Nikki contributing here is a good deal because it contributes a lot of combat resolution. You can just get through them immediately. Over here. Yeah, the mage does nothing. The dragon does finish them off. You do 2 wounds, so it's nearly dead. I can definitely kill you with the other hound unit now. Another 2 wounds. Ouch. Yeah, you're gonna lose to the list quite badly. Oh, they get completely wiped. That's nice. You do almost wipe out the unit, but I think... Yeah, I can. They're so strong. There you go. 1 dragon, 1 Tyrannosaur, and the Devil's Spawn are spent. It's a good effort, isn't it? No ones. Good start. Charge straight into them again. If I can hold them in place with something. Hope they don't flank that immediately. Yes, they did. Good. If I can do that first, and I can do that, and I can get them all stuck. Good. Kill the dragon. That doesn't leave you much to do. You obviously just have to be flanked here, but even being flanked, I think you'll just win anyway. With only 5 attacks, it quite literally can't kill Nikki, so we're fine. They're standing out. This is not going to go my way, but I did it just so I could set up this one. I guess I'd actually rather you shoot the cavalry so you can start reducing their numbers. Nope. And then what's going to happen? You're going to be dead, so just start running around here. Dogs can easily do 2 wounds to that unit. And in a moment we'll get onto these rangers at the back. After that's gone, you can deal with that one. Again, nothing for this unit to really do, apart from maybe trying to get into the flank of the big creature. So we can get to the flank. The problem is I can't draw a straight line without getting stuck on the terrain piece. What if I twisted like this? I can see it, and the straight line is here, and I think I can legally fit there, so I can pull that off. They rally back there, of course they do. Vespera does a wound, hooray! And the company unit does nothing, and then they get appropriately mulched. Yeah. Why I would rather have a greater demon there instead of that. Dogs are just going to win this. I lose 1.5. Takes 5 wounds. Oh, I can charge straight into the archers now. Great. 5 hits and then 4 save re-rolling. He does 4 on his own. Take 1 back. Oh, annoyingly, it's alive on 1 wound, isn't it? Nikki just not hitting very hard. And it broke. Oh, that's hilarious. They've usually got amazing morale. Damage, just keep pushing through. You might end up getting flanked by the riders, annoyingly. Okay, I can't actually reach the archers anymore, annoying. I guess I can put you both onto this and just kill it really hard. You're going to get flanked there, I can't stop it. Are they in the side or the front arc? If they're in the side, that's unfortunate. They might have enough damage between the 2 of them to finish him off. That makes it a bit... I can't stop that. There's nothing there for you to fight, so don't worry. I'm just going to put you all in telly so you can't be archered in exchange. They can. Oh dear, that's worrying. There might be enough strength to overwhelm you. I could at least engage oppositely. That unit kind of scares me because it rerolls all their hits and it's got high skill. Right, you kind of need to come over here and help me now quite badly. Oh, don't get archered. You're very susceptible to being elf-watchered. And then you, well that would be the ideal target, but I can't reach it. Oh, I can. Split the difference. What about you? I've definitely blocked my line of sight to be able to hit that one, so don't worry about that one. Oh, I missed it now. I have an infinite number of attempts to jiggery-pokery this until I get what I want. Next turn you can do that once more and we've got them. Oh good, now it's going to charge my dancers. Who's re-rolling? So this will die, which is nice. It's good for combat res as well. 2 wounds there is a shame. Nothing from Nikki. Right, it all comes down to this. How are your 3-up saves? Oh, good enough to survive. We'll lose, but you got good discipline. We're fine. Okay, that's it. We beat the tricky part. We're safe now. Draw. That's kind of worrying. Might lose to the bruisers in the end. They do 1 wound, which is nothing. Let's draw, so I'm not going to run away there. Good, I'll win here as well. And this is an easy win, surely. I finally get to the Rangers. They run out of meat shields. Do this for me. Do this. Yes, you're going to get charged, I know. That's perfectly reasonable. Well done holding the front there. Because they drop to power 4 now, which means I'm back to my 2-up save, so they have no chance of killing me. Is there anything you want to shoot? Those, I suppose. 1 of 15 down. Hey, don't shoot back. Uh-oh. We're losing wounds quite a bit faster than they are. Rolling. 5 of 5 again. Yeah, just need more. If we... Obviously, we could have we can voluntarily taken more attacks there and had more, but nope. And then Nikki stamps on 2 more. And we're a third of the way there. Or even better because they've already run. Here we do 2. They hit terribly and do nothing. Lucky us. Northman Axis defeated a unit of bruisers. It should be relatively straightforward unless you roll a shed load of 1s. Still got away with it. Their high discipline means I suspect they'll turn around, and then you might be in trouble in subsequent battle turns. Here, a elf on elf violence. Yeah, they do 7 wounds. And the hounds eats ranger. Very gratifying. Okay, well you beat that unit once. Can you do it again? Don't charge into the front of the bruisers, that's silly. These will rally, of course they do. Oh, it's not as if there's a big hound unit there, just waiting for them to turn back round. They also rally. Can you shoot anything? That one, I suppose. Force! Run, 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 run. Actually contribute. Devil Spawn will eventually lose this to this unit. And by eventually I mean right now. Entitles you to being flanked by the Dryads. Hey, 2 more wounds. 2 left. We're now going to be wounding on 2s though, so this might take a bit. This is easier, however. Piece of cake. We need them to go so we don't get hit on both sides. All of them. Yep. Nothing in return. Lose by a whole bunch. If you run, can I catch those? Oh, it's going to be close if that counts. Yes, it does count. Hey! Might as well just let the Dryads hit you. Pretty sure you can chin the initial battle and then turn around and finish them. Rally. Well done. Here's your reward. Thunk. Thick hide there, saving them. Can you get onto those archers at the back, do you think? Yes. Oh, they already failed to rally. Never mind. Lose 2. Roll 2 1s. Hey, 1-1. Nearly there. Oh, you fail a morale check. That's terrible. You were 1 wound away from prevailing. You take no damage. They actually lost combat there. So now they'll be killed, and then you get flanked by that one, and then you'll beat that one as well. Ace, super consistent. Just gets 5 every turn. Nikki, not so consistent. But then again, he never was he? Thank you, Greyhounds. Would have liked for you to kill that so you can then charge into this. I'm just going to flee there so I can... Why can't I flee legally? I'm not allowed to declare it, it seems. Because they're already broken, of course. That makes sense. Stay on those. And you start coming in that way. Okay, short range shot. Thank you. 1 less bruiser. They do rally. Can I get up there with 9 points of movement? I can't get by him, sadly. Oh, sorry. Just kill the bruiser then. You can overwhelm him. You are... Oh, they rolled double 1. That's tragic. Must have been experienced by every gambler at the table. The ability to just roll terrible numbers that should have never come up. You can't possibly roll double 1. Not when I put it all on the line. You run. I'd like it if you run, but then I can't get you to safety because I can't flee. So eventually that Triceratops is just going to pick them all up. Another 5. Mickey picks up the spare. Turn 10. You're still going. You easily kill that. Yes, you're in trouble. And then you would come around there. So they're routing this turn. So how would this go? Well, eventually these would all be dead, and then I could just bolt throw it to death. You would do this. I'm going to turn around. That dog is about to lose combat, so you then flank and kill that next turn. And you, in the next turn, would just run over there and finish that off. They'll be dead. I presume you'll die now. That'll be gone, and it'll just leave you and all of my stuff. We would win. Can't legally hit any targets, I don't think. They're safe. Reposition, why not? Run around. Whee! Here goes the final hound. At last overwhelmed. Oh, he's got a wound left. What a hero. Hey, one of our greyhounds survived. 15 of 16 hits. Yeah, they do 4 wounds. Down here. Yeah, just keep pummeling my poor axeman. Still fail to rally. It's a shame that they just keep either pass the rally or die outright. It's not this horrid middle ground where you just keep bouncing away. But whatever. World Ender. Conquering World Hope. Complete the campaign that has the Abyssal Champion. I think you mean Casino Champion. The ever reliable and consistent ace has prevailed. Well done. Hey, how do we do? Yeah, kind of middling. Got all run-of-the-mill stuff. It's not going to skew in any direction. It wasn't a super hard challenge run because you pick an army that's pretty forgiving for random chance, but it wasn't the strongest either. 139 on the Lord is pretty good. What did the Devil Spawn do? 200, yeah, I thought so. There's our highest killing unit. All on reds. How do they do? They didn't pick up Dark Gift until later on, so before that they're just a line holding unit. After that they are a meaningful contributor. Kind of goes to show once you get, they're not quite as good in damage output, but they're good enough to break and kill whatever they hit, so the extra durability they have is worth more than the all on reds extra offense. It's like they're 10 out of 10 offensively and 3 out of 10 defensively. These are 8 out of 10 offensively, not as good, but then 8 out of 10 defensively, so overall a better unit with the upgrade. Still pretty fun. Alright, that's that. Thank you very much for watching. I do hope you enjoyed. There's a little reward. You get your alternate Casino Lord skin there. I hope you enjoyed. So thank you very much for watching. If you have any notes on what you'd like to see for future kind of SOVL content or potentially other sort of strategy related games, by all means, please let me know. If you just want to chat with me and us down in the comment section, that's great too. Hope you enjoyed. I'll see you next time.